Bonjour!
Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new video in which we are going to talk about the Lunar Year event, which is basically New Year Eve for Chinese people, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it's for whole Asia or if it's only for Chinese. So tell me in the comments so I know. Now, why? Why do we do that? Why do we talk about this event right now? Because if I'm not mistaken, it should start around February, maybe a little bit before, and therefore Lunar Year event, new event, new premium, we kind of already know which one it is. I just wanted to do that video to present to you what kind of things you could expect from that event, but especially the main reward, which should be the M41D. First thing first, before even talking about the tank, why am I assuming that the M41D is gonna be the Lunar Year event main reward? Let me explain to you briefly. The obvious reason is that the M41D is a Chinese premium tank. And of course, for a Chinese event, aka New Year Eve for Chinese, they will put in the game a Chinese tank. That's totally logic. They did it they do it every single year. For example, last year it was T-34-3 with the Type 64 as well. 2 years ago it was the WZ Blaze and the 112 Glacial, etc, etc. It's always a Chinese tank, and that's totally logic. And the M41D is a Chinese tank. Now, the second thing is, if you take a look at what Wargaming is releasing when it comes to leaks, they released the STG and the M41D both in a video. Usually when Wargaming does that, it means that the tank is ready to enter into the premium shop most of the time. They released the STG during the 7.5 update. What about the M41D? We didn't see it. We saw the STG, we saw the Emil 1951, we saw the AMX M454, but there is no traces of any M41D, which makes me assume that the tank will be available during the 7.6 update, and therefore starting, because I think the 7.6 update drops the 13th of January, therefore in 3 days by now as I'm recording my video, so I don't know when I'm gonna release that video. Maybe it's gonna be released after the event is announced or anything. I should have told you that at the beginning. I totally forgot because I'm preparing all my videos. I'm going away for 10 days, therefore I had to pull out content a little bit. So yeah, that's why the M41D is not released yet, and yet it's ready. If it's not released in the premium shop and it's ready, doesn't this mean that this tank will be available in an event? I think you understand where I'm going right now. Now, let's talk a little bit further about the M41D. What do you need to understand about that tank? What do you need to know? The M41D, the specificity of the M41D is probably that it's combining both specs of the traditional Bulldog that we just saw with the premium one that we're gonna see right now in action. Let me explain my point briefly. The M41D has the same gun, or kind of. It's a way better gun, of course, when it comes to statistics, but for the mechanism, it's kind of the same as the one you have on your regular Tier 7 Bulldog. A low caliber gun, which will reload extremely fast, have a good penetration, but low rolls. That's what the gun is all about. Concerning the mobility, you should have the same as the one you have on the currently seen on screen Bulldog, so a really good one with extremely good values of traverse speed. We'll have to take a look at what the tank will be like when it comes into the shop or into the event. Don't worry, of course, I will do a review of the tank telling you if it's worth it, but personally I think I can already tell you that if you're not a collector, or if you already have this tank in your garage, the traditional Bulldog from the Twister Cup, I don't think that you will need this M41D in your garage anyway. But I'm expecting Wargaming to allow us to get it for free. I don't have any information here, it's only assumptions. I really want to be clear on that because I don't want people to start harassing and insulting Wargaming like, Pantouf told us that it was free and it's not free. No, I'm just saying that it's possible that you will be able to unlock it for free, of course, if you play hardcore this game. But now Nothing is announced yet. Maybe it will come directly into the premium shop and we will have to buy it straight. Maybe Wargaming wants to implement for free the Type 64 as they did previously, because it's only a tier 6 and giving away a tier 8 premium is maybe not the brightest thing to do if they want their players to spend more money into the game. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But personally, I'm quite interested by the M41D, at least more than I was for the STG. Because let's be honest, the STG sucks. No, it sucks. It sucks. M41D, the playstyle should fit probably the good players, because when it comes to light tanks, if you are not an advanced player, you don't really know how to play them. I've seen countless of people playing light tanks but playing them wrongly because they don't have the experience, but that's fine. I mean, you need to play them to gather some experience on how to play them, so that's logic. But from a premium perspective, it's basically not the best premium out there, and it's not gonna turn out as one of the most broken tanks of tier 8. It's not gonna change the meta. It's not gonna, I don't know, bring some new and specific mechanisms into the game. It's just gonna be a traditional bulldog on which we mounted a low alpha caliber gun. So yeah, tell me in the comments, are you excited about that? I would be curious to know if you guys want this tank in your garage or not. Of course, if it's free, you're gonna tell me yes, but if you have to pay for it, let's say, I don't think this kind of tank will be quite expensive in the shop, except if Wargaming puts it in crates, because nowadays we're used to crates. But if they put it in direct bundle in the shop, I'm expecting the tank to be around maybe 40 euros, if I'm not mistaken. That's the regular price on Amazon App Store, which means on Apple Store, Google Store, etc. it should be 50 euros. Quite expensive for such a tank. Quite expensive for such a tank, guys. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. For the moment, we don't know what it's going to turn out. We have access to the statistics, but as we did not play it, we don't really know what to expect. Anyway, tell me in the comments if you are going to get it or not, and I'm going to see you soon for a new video, hoping to have maybe some more leaks, news, who knows. Au revoir.